I'm Dave Cohen on GeorgiaStateSports.com. Pleased to be joined by not one, but two and three Rookies of the Year Georgia State student athletes. To my left, I've got R.J. Hunter, Georgia State men's basketball, Josh Merrigan from the Georgia State baseball team, and from the golf team, Jonathan Gray. And guys, welcome. You guys have had outstanding seasons this past year. And R.J., we'll start with you. Kind of the elder statesman around here, even though you guys are all rookies. But talk a little bit about the season you're coming off of. Rookie of the Year in men's basketball, and the Colonial Athletic Association had an outstanding season for the Panthers. This year, your first year in?
Yeah, just good to be transitioning into college sports. Took me a while, practicing the pace, but once I got going, got comfortable, my teammates kind of helped me out and got my confidence up, and I really got confident in the game, and I got comfortable, and that's where I excelled.
For you, coming in from Indiana, you had played in the state high school basketball tournament there. You really never had a break. I mean, you literally went from playing at the high school level in the state of Indiana into Georgia State and really never had a break in between seasons.
Yeah, it's part of my problem now. I don't know what to do with myself with all this time off, but just use this time to get better and time to let my body rest. I've been at it for so long and so many months straight, so just using this time just to get my rest. My knees started hurting at the end of the season, so just taking care of that and just getting healthier.
As the season went along, did you really feel like you were going to, in other words, the adjustment from playing at the high school level to the collegiate level, you seemingly made that adjustment pretty smoothly as far as the level of talent you were competing against in high school as opposed to college?
Well, it probably looked smoother than it really was. Earlier I had my bumps in the road, but, you kind of just live and learn. I kind of absorbed everything. That's part where it helped out a lot. So I was just kind of watching older guys and watching who's been through it and stuff and asking questions. So after I got everything down, I kind of just fit in and got comfortable.
Let me ask Josh, as he takes hold of the microphone. Josh out of Walton High School in Marietta. Same thing. You're coming in playing high school baseball in the Atlanta area. You sign, you come to Georgia State. What's it like when you first get here and you're in the process of making that transition of playing high school baseball and seeing high school pitchers, and now you're at the next level?
I pretty much say it's a series of adjustments going through high school to college because it's so different, having all this publicity around you, having all these fans coming out to your games. It's so much different than high school, and pretty much I had to adjust to that early in the season, and I got used to it, and now I did pretty well.
As far as on the field play, how much of an adjustment was it? I would assume practicing more. The game takes on more of a larger part of your life as opposed to maybe it was in high school.
Yeah, no, here it's almost like a job, I'd say, with weights, practice, going to meetings, and then obviously the games and everything. It's just all around baseball. So that's the first thing you have to adjust to. And then you also have to continue to play well every day to keep your spot and just keep winning is the hardest thing, I'd say.
The same thing for all three is balancing athletics with academics.
Also, academics too.
Everybody still obviously has to go to class.
Right.
That in and of itself is a pretty big job, as you said.
Sure.
Let's pass it to Jonathan right now. And Jonathan is Rookie of the Year in the Sun Belt Conference. Josh was a Rookie of the Year in the CAA, Rookie of the Year in the CAA. Talk a little bit about your situation, because you come from England, Kent, England. You're in Atlanta for the first time, and you win your first two golf tournaments right out of the gate. You really hit the ground running, when your season got underway upon arriving at Georgia State.
It was. I don't think anyone was expecting me to win the first two. I wasn't, anyway. It's so different being out here. I've never lived in a city. Always lived in towns and stuff. So this is sort of big difference for me, and the weather as well. There's never any good weather in England, so coming over here and it's 90 degrees or whatever, that was hard.
What was one or two of the biggest adjustments, along with weather? We're talking about your game now, the game of golf, that you had to make coming from England to Georgia State and getting off to the kind of start that you got off to.
Well, at home, obviously you got to keep the ball down with the wind and rain normally. But over here, it flies further, doesn't roll very far. The greens are a lot quicker and purer. And I think that was where I improved the most, was on the greens.
Talk a little bit about the fact that you had 11 top 25 finishes, but you also were just able to earn a spot in the NCAA regionals that took you to Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I mean, so not only did you get off to a quick start in the regular season, you were able to secure a postseason bid.
Yeah, that was nice. I mean, I don't really know too much about how all that stuff works, but I was happy to get there and represent the school. But narrowly missed out on nationals, which was tough to take, but I mean, you live and you learn.
Let's hand the microphone back to Josh. Josh, unfortunately, you guys had a pretty good season, 35 wins, but because of the circumstances, not able to compete in the CA tournament. I would imagine that everybody's chomping at the bit, although the season just ended, heading into the Sun Belt Conference here in the first year, knowing that you're going to be eligible to play in the Sun Belt tournament and make a run, hopefully, at a postseason bid.
I mean, yeah, since we weren't able to play in the tournament this year, we are so excited to go into the Sun Belt and compete for that tournament. Even though we weren't able to play in the tournament this year, that didn't affect our team at all. We still played hard every day, came out and tried to win. But now that we're able to come in and try to go in for that tournament, we are very, very excited to do that.
Last question for you. What's your off-season look like now as you look forward to taking the baseball team into the Sun Belt Conference? There's never really much off time.
No, there's not really any off-season. I'm actually going up north to play baseball for the summer and summer leagues. So I'll be doing that pretty much till the beginning of August, and then right back here to volleyball.
Let me hand it to Jonathan one more time. Your off-season. I think you were telling me you're going to head back to England for a brief period and then come back and come right back into playing golf. And for you, year 2 in the Sun Belt.
Yeah, we've got tournaments playing at home, and coach has got a new freshman coming in who he's excited about. So we're hoping next year we're going to make regionals as a team and push for nationals as well. I think we've got a team to do it.
Let me hand the mic one more time to RJ. And, of course, the change in the rules. You guys can practice a little bit more during the summer. I know basketball as well. Really looking forward to getting into the Sun Belt Conference and getting an opportunity as Josh to play in the postseason and see what happens from there.
Yeah, as he said, I mean, the team probably have a little more focus and push knowing we have a championship to play for. And I think earlier we kind of lost a little motivation, losing to Duke and BYU. Like, there's not much we can do now, but we got transfers, Ryan Harrell coming in, and we got Curtis eligible to play. So, I mean, we have the tools to make a really good run in the NCAA tournament next year.
All right, again, congratulations to all 3 of our Rookies of the Year, R.J. Hunter, Josh Merrigan, and Jonathan Gray. Looking forward to the Sun Belt Conference here in 2013-2014. I want to thank you for tuning in. Dave Cohen for GeorgiaStateSports.com.